Why do you think so many couples avoid honest conversations about money until problems like happen? Why do you think that is?
One partner, I want to invest money into something, right? Their hope is for that investment to yield solid returns, so you can do something solid with it. But in the situation where if it backfires, right? You fail, it backfires. Now you're thinking, I don't want to share this with my partner because lack of trust, right? The person might deem me unworthy. They might look at me like, I don't know what I'm doing, even though that could have just been a simple mistake, right? But it literally could be anything. But I just feel a lot of times the human nature itself, we're quick to want to hide things in general. So that tends to creep into whatever it is. So it really, again, it could be anything, but that's just kind of what I'm thinking off top.
And I think part of it could be like just people, anything that has to do with finances is just, it brings some level of insecurity, right? Because, I mean, there's some people who are in a lot of debt, right? Especially if you're in a dating relationship. Right. You don't want to like bring up or start having financial questions because some people could really much be poor with managing their finances and they don't want to jeopardize that relationship, that beginning stage of their relationship. But I feel like when it comes to marriage, because you are coming together, you're pretty much sharing everything. You should be open with your partner. And would you recommend people have like financial counseling is included into premarital counseling before people get married?
Absolutely, because in a marriage, you're looking at everything. You're looking at the wholeness of the marriage. Finance is a huge part of the marriage, right? So if in relationship counseling, marriage counseling, if they're talking about everything that is believed could potentially damage the relationship, or not necessarily damage, not looking at it from the negative end, but looking at it like what all conversations need to be had to keep this relationship going, then finance is a huge part of it. So definitely that counseling, because when it comes to money, there's a lot of trauma behind that as well too. Some people they were not taught money, or they were taught about money in negative ways. How they experience money was could be very negative, right? Where they see partners or they see parents or they see whoever spending as a means to escape. So if I'm that way, where I experience money as a means to escape, and I get married and that issue does not get addressed, I'm over here spending every time I'm in an issue with a relationship. I'm spending. Right? So if I keep doing that, eventually the relationship will end up going south if the other partner discovers that, hey, we don't have enough money to pay a simple light bill or to handle this simple thing, right? So it's definitely, I do believe it's very important to have those conversations, even in counseling.